Morning, Pilgrim. Why don't we begin today's devotion from Psalm 62. To the choir master, according to Jeduthun, a psalm of David, my soul waits for God alone. For God alone my soul waits in silence. From him comes my salvation. He alone is my rock and my salvation, my fortress. I shall not be greatly shaken. How long will all of you attack a man to batter him like a leaning wall, a tottering fence? They only plan to thrust him down from his high position. They take pleasure in falsehood. They bless with their mouths, but inwardly they curse. Selah. For God alone, O my soul, wait in silence, for my hope is from him. He only is my rock and my salvation, my fortress. I shall not be shaken. On God rests my salvation and my glory. My mighty rock, my refuge is God. Trust in him at all times, O people. Pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. Selah. Those of low estate are but a breath. Those of high estate, they are a delusion. In the balances they go up. They are together lighter than a breath. But no trust in extortion. Set no vain hopes on prosperity. If riches increase, set not your heart on them. Once God has spoken, twice have I heard this, that power belongs to God, and that to you, O Lord, belongs steadfast love. For you will render to man according to his work. 12th of June, 1859, The Scales of Judgement, delivered at Music Hall in Surrey Gardens. Charles Spurgeon read from Daniel 5:27. Tekel, thou art weighed in the balances, art found wanting. In those scales I must go. God will not take me on my profession alone. He will not listen to my claims and accept them just because I say them. I may bring my witnesses with me. I may bring my minister and the deacons of the church to tell of my wonderful, my great character, which might be thought all sufficient among men. But God will tolerate no subterfuge. Into the scales he will put me, do what I may. Whatever the opinions of others may be of me, and whatever my own profession. And let me remember, too, that I must be altogether weighed in the scales. I cannot hope that God will weigh my head and pass over my heart, that because I have correct notions of doctrine, therefore he will forget that my heart is impure, or my hands guilty of iniquity. My all must be cast into the scales. Come, let me stretch my imagination a bit here and picture myself about to be put into those scales. Shall I be able to walk boldly up and enter them, knowing whom I have believed, and being persuaded that the blood of Christ and his perfect righteousness shall bear me harmless through it all? Or shall I be dragged with terror and dismay? Shall the angel come and say, thou must enter? Shall I bend my knee and cry, oh, it is all right? Or shall I seek to escape? Now thrust into the scale. Do I see myself waiting for one solemn moment? My feet have touched the bottom of the scales, and there stand those everlasting weights. And now which way are they turned? Which way shall it be? Do I descend in the scale and with joy and delight, being found through Jesus' righteousness, to be full weight and so accepted? Or must I rise light, frivolous, unsound in all my fancied hopes, and kick the beam? We all ought to check our weight before God does, Pilgrim. 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourselves to see whether you are in the faith. Test yourselves. Or do you not realize this about yourselves, that Jesus Christ is in you, unless indeed you fail to meet the test? scales of God. Scales of God's judgment will show in our favor only if Jesus Christ, the rock of the ages, is in us. Pilgrim, do you need to put on weight? Put on weight. Put on Christ. Put on Christ. Well, God bless. God bless. God bless, Pilgrim. Have a blessed, blessed day.